Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
We'll jump forward in this one to the top of inning number 2. Yoenis Cespedes makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hot shot on the ground to short. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Brandon Nemeth will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Fly ball to straightaway left. Peterson will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting sixth,
Wilmer Flores will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. There goes the runner. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, it's not too often that you'll see a first pitch hit and run, but it worked out here. Usually you see it when the batter's ahead in the count, 1-0, 2-1, sometimes even 1-1. But they roll the dice right away, and it pays off perfectly.
Michael Conforto will stand in here with a chance to pad his RBI total, and as you can see, he currently sits third in the National League in that category.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
On the ground to the left side. Turner's got it. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with Max Muncy will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. We'll jump ahead and pick this one up in the top of inning number 3. Devin Mesoraco will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
And you know what, guys? It's just not getting a whole lot better for this guy either. He's hitting under 230 over his last 10 games.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Pitch on the way. Drilled on the ground to short. Seager comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
batting ninth, pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Into the box now, Zach Wheeler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Center field.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and we'll go back to the top of the order now for Austin Jackson. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the 3rd inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
And a rather interesting decision here as they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now. Todd Frazier stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
Too short, hit hard. Scooped up on to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Jock Peterson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. We'll move ahead now to the top of inning number 4. Leading off the inning, Yoenis Cespedes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Puig. And reined in, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 9.
Settling in now, Brandon Nemeth. He flew out in his last at-bat. Too high, 1-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. Puig on the run. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 4.
Wilmer Flores is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Turner has got it, and the side is retired. Yasiel Puig is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5.
Leading off with
Michael Conforto heads to the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Devin Mesoraco comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The pitcher,
Zach Wheeler stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Into the seats, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Julio Urias comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Austin Jackson will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Shortstop,
Ahmad Rosario will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot.
Oh, wow, what a stop. He goes to first. He's out.
Oh, what a play. Well, you might remember this guy made an error earlier in the game, but can he make up for it right here? I'll say yes, he can. That's just a super play to lay himself out, and he takes away a hit.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
2 out, nobody on. A strike, and it's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Belanger going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, not a lot of offense to go around for these guys so far. It's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, but at least this one's an extra base hit and goes for a double.
Yoenis Cespedes will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. The double is his 8th of the season so far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
1-1, here it is. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Hit to short. Seager is up with it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on. Austin Barnes gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Brandon Nemeth is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Tap foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit hard, but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Michael Conforto stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Two and two now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he'll take a look at ball 1. Warming up now in the pen is Pat Venditti, the man famous for his ability to work both right and left-handed. And the runner will get back standing. And that's too high, ball 2.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Here he comes on 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Puig giving chase. And that retires the side. Mets strand one. They won't. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sean Gilmartin will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Jay Bruce will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. He's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Into the game in the setup role, it's Pat Venditti, the unique switch pitching reliever who brings it both right and left-handed. Austin Jackson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he is in there.
Chopper here, and not really much of a chance to get it out anywhere. You can see he tries to force it into second base, but that throw gets there too late.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's Todd Frazier now as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Mets leave 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Drew Smith will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Smith.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Kike Hernandez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. This crowd likely in the 40,000 range. They've got to like what they've seen so far.
Oh, and it's been a complete performance. They need to find a way to bottle this up and keep it going. Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because it would have taken his head off.
In the air out to straightaway left. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Nice.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Pat Venditti will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Jock Peterson is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
Jock Peterson.
First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That's by him for strike 1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Hot shot on the ground to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. as the lead holds at 8-0. Yoenis Cespedes will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here it comes, 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Brandon Nemeth stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
And here, late in the game, you've got a lead, so no sense in trying to force a throw into second base there. Just take the out at first and move on.
Daniel Murphy will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a play. And from the seat of his pants, he gets him at first, and with that fine play, the ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
8 runs on 12 hits.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harris, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 8-0. So long from Southern California.
3 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you